Hello guys, what's up? I'm Romar Justine and today I will be discussing about the fundamental canons of civil engineer, specifically the third fundamental canon. The civil engineer shall issue public statement only in an objective and truthful manner. So, civil engineer. Civil engineer create, improve, and protect the environment in which we live. They plan, design, and oversee construction and maintenance of building structures. We can say that civil engineer really has an important role in our community, and with this big role, big responsibility comes with it. Code of Ethics. These are the guidelines adopted by organization to help members in understanding the difference between right and wrong, and then applying that understanding to their decision. Civil engineers follow the fundamental canons of ethics as guidelines to practice in their profession. Fundamental canons talk about the central importance of exhibiting honesty and integrity. It helps engineers to ensure the quality and standard services to give for all people's lives. There are seven fundamental canons of civil engineer. First is civil engineer shall uphold paramount the safety, health, and welfare of the public, and shall strive to comply with the principle of sustainable development in the performance of their duty. Second is civil engineer shall perform services only in an area of their competence. Third is civil engineer shall issue public statement in an only objective and truthful manner. Fourth, civil engineer shall act in professional matter of each employer or client as faithful agent or trustee, and shall avoid conflict of interest. Fifth, civil engineers shall build their professional reputation on the merit of their services and shall not compete unfairly with others. 6. Civil engineers shall act in such a manner as to uphold and enhance the honor, integrity, and dignity of civil engineer profession. Lastly, civil engineers shall continue their professional development throughout their careers and shall provide opportunities for the professional development of those civil engineers under their supervision. So today, I'm going to discuss the third fundamental canon of civil engineer. The third canon is civil engineer shall issue the public statement only in an objective and truthful manner. So the gist of this canon is a civil engineer should never lie no matter what. Not only as an engineer but being human being, lying ethically is a bad thing. To understand further about this fundamental canon, I will present an example for you. One great example of this fundamental canon is the building of Citicorp Center standing at Manhattan, New York, built in 1977. It's an iconic building for its unique design because of the positioning of its major columns. It was built by a well-known engineer named William Lemessurier, and then one day, an undergraduate student named Diane Hartley doing her thesis and studying about the Citicorp Center came up with a question to Lemessurier. The question was about a wind load case scenario Lemessurier didn't think of, and with this, Lemessurier realized his mistake and quickly came up with a solution. So this is the wind load case that Diane Hartley present. Quietly at night for 3 months, he fixed his mistake and didn't tell the public what's going on. Take note, the building is functioning and people go and work there. And this story was not made public for 20 years. So in this story, we can imply the third fundamental canon. Today, some criticizes Lemessurier for not telling the public what's going on. What if someone copies his idea of design not knowing its faults because he decided to not tell the public? We should remember that what we create as an engineer could save a person's life or take it away. Imagine not knowing that the building you're standing might fall anytime. According to records, structure failure could have led death to 200,000 people. The public has a right to know what's going on so they can plan accordingly. If you don't release a statement or put ones that misleading, you're denying people the right to ensure their own safety and make their own educated decisions. An engineer should be aware that in the end of the day, we are human beings and we can make mistakes. A civil engineer should be ready to accept his mistakes and should be ready to learn from others. Human as we are, we commit mistakes. All we can do is try, and with a strong code of ethics at our side and knowledge of the past at our backs, we can make the best, most informed decisions to ensure our design have the best possible impact.